This song is a blast. This is Dead and Gone by Gypsy from 1970. A band that never quite got the fame that they probably deserved from a couple albums they made in the early 70s. This one is it's a very long tune with a lot of parts, and when I was first thinking about doing a lesson on this, I thought, oh, I'll just show them the first part. It's really two different songs that are kind of strung together, and then it starts with song A, and then goes into little interlude, and then into song B, and then another little interlude, and comes back to song A for a little reprise of it, and then has an outro that's kind of unrelated. This has more pages than anything else I've ever done. 3 pages of tab, 2 pages of lyrics, a chart, and a timeline, so you can even play along with it and know where you are by what time we are in the song, all the way up until it ends at about 10.5 minutes. And anyway, so we're going to break down every part. Now the band, it was really the heart and soul of the band was Enrico Rosenbaum, and really did all the guitar parts and laid out all the harmonies. So he was kind of the, like I said, the heart and soul of the band. Died a little young in 1979, well, a lot young nowadays. Anyway, and they basically came out of the Midwest and started and ended up in LA, became the house band at the Whiskey A Go-Go for a couple of years, about a year and a half, I think, and was just part of the LA scene where the Doors, I mean, all of the Southern California bands, and of course the Northern California bands that made it down there, the Byrds, things like that. Anyway. We are going to take a look at virtually everything that happens in this song. It opens up with what you just heard me play there. That's basically the intro to song A. So that's labeled intro A. Goes into a verse that I strum through with some basic, just quick changing chords. And then there's a chorus in here that starts a whole different theme. Some chord changes happening in there. That's chorus, the chorus to A. Then we have an interlude that goes into section B. The whole thing kind of comes to rest on a D chord after about 3.5 minutes or so. I've got that in the timeline, which is not visible right now. And we hear this little theme. Some really pretty major 7th chords. And this is kind of like the break into song B. Changes keys, of course, too. And then we hear a little piano solo. Now it gets jazzy. And this turns out to be the chorus of song B, I'm going to call it. Then we have another little theme that becomes the verse to B that goes something like this. And vocals over that, goes back into the chorus. Then we have another interlude that strings through some of the same ones and sends us back to song A, and then it ends. So I have included with this an MP3 that you can download from the lesson and play along with, because the original, if you try it with the original, it's slightly out of tune. For some reason, they're a little sharp, and you would have to either tune your guitar up a couple of cents, or play along with the MP3 that I speed corrected. So, okay, coming up, a lesson on Dead and Gone.